He wrote a military book. Sabi niya, malaking pinagkakagumpay ng digmaan. Actually, nangyayari sa table through your planning. And up to now, marami po mga branches ng military ang gumagamit yan. Sa direction ng araw, sa direction ng hangin, expert siya sa ambush, kahit na konti lang ang sundalo mo. You must use the element of surprise. Ganyan. So, he wrote a book, you know. So, yung isang bagay din po na ma-apply natin, ano? So that's why we do a lot of thinking and preparations for the actual event, ano? Parang po na tayo nagaganap sa drawing table. So, let's pray for the event. We did this in our previous anniversary. Meron po tayo ng blitz preaching to our mga present pastors. We request them to preach a 15-minute sermon. Sino yung available? Ano? Hindi nyo, maganda, no? Tatanin tayo ng preaching natin 15 minutes. Ayun po, so I was planning on it. So, pag-pray po natin, ano po ang pagpapala ng success of the event. And I say success, actually, I mean the blessing of God. And let's pray for God's help sa ating pong needs and preparations. Dahil medyo mas mahal ito ng konti, dahil hindi na ito covered court. O isang lugar na those who will attend will be comfortable, kasapat na lugar at malamig, conducive for worship and for listening. Yun ang po ang ating fellowship. It's not possible that we can fellowship with everyone who will be attending. At ang primary fellowship naman po natin ay sa salita ng Panginoon. So, we try to make it as much as possible na magiging maganda po ang ating pakikinig ng salita ng Panginoon. Not so much about the food. Ang pagkain po medyo ano lang yan. Secondary na lamang yan. Ang unahin po ay pagkain ng salita ng Panginoon. Kung sakali lang naman po, kung sakali naman, kung ulamin, okay lang po sa atin na yung mga members sa bahay nakakain. Do you agree? Yes. Siyempre, paplanuhin po natin na hindi po ulamin. Kung sakali lang. Magkasa na tayo sa Spanish bread. Okay. Andun yung kuyas, sendong. May Jollibee ito, may sendong, may kuyas. Nasa lang ang mamahal dyan sa mahal. Okay, again, before the message, I would like to repeat my early announcement. Ang ating pong service ay 8:30. Meron tayo devotion ng alas 8. So if you can come at least 8, or if you cannot make it, at least we should all be present before our Sunday school starts at 8:30. So sikapin po natin na maka-attend po tayo sa tamang oras. Because God tells us to do all things in order. Do all things decently and in order. Our God is an orderly God. Okay? So, let's turn our Bibles to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, and we've been talking about marriage, divorce, and singleness or celibacy. Marriage, divorce, and singleness or celibacy. Chapter 7, verse 1. Now, concerning the things Whereof he wrote unto me, marami pong mga practical questions ang mga taga-Corinthians kay Paul. Now, Paul answers. The first question is about marriage questions. So ito sagot ni Apostle Paul, it is good for a man not to have sexual relations with a woman. Meaning, there's nothing wrong about being single. There's nothing wrong about staying virgin, man or woman. There's nothing wrong about staying unmarried after a divorce or after your partner dies. When you become a widow or a widower, or you are separated legally, there's nothing wrong at all if you would want to remain single. Walang masama dyan. At hindi na magkaroon ng karelasyon kahit kanina naman. Sabi ni Paul, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. But only never think of that situation as if you are superior than those who are married. Dahil yung mga married, they are fulfilling God's design to go and replenish the earth. At nagaganap sa kanila ang sinasabi ng Genesis 2:18, it is not good for a man to be alone. Okay, number 2. Nevertheless, we're not committing wrong or sin if you are single, but, sabi ni Paul, celibacy or singleness had its what? Had its dangers and temptations. So to avoid that falling into temptation, you might as well get married if you don't have the gift of singleness or singlehood, which is called celibacy. Because not everyone have that gift. Sabi ng Panginoon sa Gospels, only those who can take it are those who are given that gift. Pero hindi lahat binigyan ng Diyos ng kanyang gift. Dahil napaka-close sa temptation of being single, especially in their situation during the ancient Roman time, panahon ng mga Romans at ng mga Greeks, where sexual perversion is rampant, divorce is rampant, illicit sexual relations is being glorified, homosexuality is accepted, adultery and fornication is accepted. So napakahirap maging single. At in the Corinthian city, they even have a temple dedicated to prostitution. And the government maintains 1,000 prostitutes. 1,000 na mga prostitutes to cater to the worshippers. And they are government funded. Pasweldo yan ng gobyerno. Kaya napakahirap ang kanilang kalagayan.
Parang magsida ito, Pastor.
So, talaga naman yan, sumasang-ayon sa natural inclination ng isang depraved na tao. So talaga, maraming worshiper. Imagine, there are 1,000 prostitutes. So, napakahirap ma-maintain ang purity. Unlike the married, they have a legitimate escape, right? Ang mga married, merong escape for the temptation, which is legitimate. They will not be sinning or committing sin because they are married. But if you are single and you want an escape, gusto mo makatakas sa drive, sa urge, na single ka, you will be committing sin because you're doing it out of wedlock. Is that right? So napakalakas ng tentasyon. Kaya sabi ni Apostle, I want to save you. Gusto ko kayong iligtas sa falling into sin of fornication. And the best way to do that is get married. If you want to stay celibate, there's nothing wrong about it. That is good. But if you want to get married, that is also good. Because you have a way to release your drive in a way na you will not be committing sin. Kaya, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So, sinasabi lang ni Apostle Paul in his answers that celibacy is good. But it does not make you more acceptable to God or more spiritual. Singleness is good, it is honorable, and it is excellent. But it will not make us more acceptable to God or more favorable to God. Another answer of Apostle Paul. So, ito po yung mga sagot ni Paul. Ano? Malakas ang tentasyon sa mga celibates. Why? Because of the rampant immorality ng kanilang kapanahonan. Sabi ni Apostle Paul, I want to save you from committing the sin of fornication or adultery. Okay? So, sexual desire can be very strong. And there is great temptation to sexual immorality, especially in those ancient days. Because sexual sins were accepted and even glorified. Did you know that in some religions, the pagan religions, they even worship the male organs? Actually, up to now, that's still going on in Japan. Up to now. Worship nila yung organ ng lalaki. And one way to do it is, yung mga lalaki, sumasakay sa isang troso. Napanood nyo ba yan? Sumasakay sila sa mahabang troso at magpapadustos sila sa isang bulol. At iba sa kanila, isang nasasagasaan niya, naiipit niya. And during ancient times, they would worship male organs in the form of obelisk. Yan. Yung makikita niyong obelisk, doon sa, meron yan sa, what state? Washington? Was it in Washington? Washington, D.C. In Vatican, the city of Vatican, sa St. Peter's Square. Doon sa harapan ng Vatican, sa simbahan sa Vatican. That obelisk actually came directly from Egypt. Galing pa ng Egypt yan, transported to Italy. Yung Code of Hammurabi, are you familiar with the Code of Hammurabi? It was in a stele. And actually that stele resembles male organ. Ginto yan, na ganyan kataas. At yung Code of Hammurabi, yung kanyang mga laws, doon nakaukit sa gintong stele, which resembles male organ. So, perverted ang kanilang society, and temptation is very strong to sexual immorality, especially in those days where that sin is accepted, not only accepted, but it is glorified. But, ang dapat po maintindihan natin, marriage is not only for sexual release. Hindi ganun kababa ang marriage. Amen? Hindi lang for the purpose na ang lalaki o ang babae magkaroon ng way, a legitimate way of escape sa kanilang drive. Hindi ganyan kababa ang meaning, ang purpose ng marriage. Paul states that in Ephesians chapter 5, buksan po niya sa Ephesians 5, paano itinaas ng Apostle Paul ang marriage above the level of merely sexual relations of marriage. Verses 22 up to 23. Ephesians 5:22 and 23. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Verse 33, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. So maraming nangyayari sa marriage. It's not all about the act of marriage. Andun yung mutual respect, andun yung love for each other, andun yung submission. Okay? So marriage cannot be reduced simply to being God's escape valve for sex drive of both, nor hindi po ito just to keep ourselves from committing immorality. Hindi po dinesign ang marriage lamang for the purpose of keeping ourselves from committing immorality. So marami pong nangyayari sa marriage. And Scripture gives us reasons for marriage. Number one is procreation. Get me a verse. Genesis 1:20. So isang purpose, kaya nga yung homosexuality that destroys civilization. Because how can lesbians and how can the gays procreate? Tama? Ang isang purpose ng Diyos for marriage is for procreation. Para dumami ang lahi ng tao. Kung parehong lesbiana, parehong bakla, paano magpa-procreate yan? So it is the destruction of civilization. Ang command ng Panginoon, go, multiply, and replenish the earth. And as far as I know, hindi po nababawi. Hindi po binabawi ang command. If we worry about so much population, God knows what He is doing. Alam ng Diyos ang mundo, kakasya pa sa tao until He comes back. So huwag nating hindi ang role of God. Do not play God of trying to depopulate dahil nag-worry ka sa sobrang dami na ng tao at nagde-deplete na yung ang natural resources. Yan ay naalaala ng mga nagpo-promote ng New World Order. Hindi nila dapat inaalala yan dahil alam ng Diyos ang kanyang ginagawa. Baka masapat ang espasyo sa mundo hanggang sa pagbabalik ng ating Panginoon. At hindi tayo Diyos para magdesisyon na bawasan ang tao. Ano? Dahil ang command ng Panginoon, go, replenish the earth. At wala pa hong verse sa Bible na binawi yan in the New Testament or any later instruction. Another purpose for marriage is what? For pleasure. Do you agree or not? It is for pleasure. Proverbs, pakibasa mo. Proverbs 5. The Songs of Solomon actually was dedicated to glorify and tell us of the romantic love, romantic relationship of a couple, yung pong Songs of Solomon. Yan ang pinapakita dyan, the pleasure of the couple. Pakibasa po, Proverbs 5:18 and 19.
Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wine of thy youth. Let her be of the loving queen, and live pleasant room. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with their love.
That is for the pleasure of the couple. Marriage is for procreation, and it is for the pleasure of the couple, those married. Isa po yan sa blessing na pwede ma-enjoy ng mga married. Privilege nila yan at benefit nila yan ang kanilang marriage. Na hindi mo magagawa if you are not married, right? Hindi mo magagawa yan pag hindi ka kasal. Number 3, it's for the purpose of partnership. We get married for the purpose of partnership. Genesis 2 verse 18. Okay, basa po. That's why a good advice to young people, marry your best friend. Okay, basa, Brad.
And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help him for him.
I will make him a partner. I will make him a helper suitable for him. And the suitable helpmate or partner for the man is a woman. It's not John. It's not Steve. It's not Smith. The suitable partner for the man is a woman. So it's for the purpose of partnership. Bakit marry your best friend? Because friendship is an important ingredient of good marriage. Friendship, kahit na magkasama kayo, maganda yung parang magbarkada rin kayo. Para kayo magbarkada na kahit matatanda na at lulukuhan pa, at bibiruan pa. Pagka-holding hands pa. Kakakita ko na 80 plus na, namamasyal pa sa lamig. Namamasyal pa sa boulevard. Magka-holding hands pa. Nanonood pa ng sunset sa Manila. Pangit yun, may tumigil-tigil ka nga dyan, matanda ka na. Holding hands ka pa dyan. Tumigil ka nga dyan, matanda ka na. May lupa ka na. Pangit mo yun. Isa sinanay mo. Pangit yun, nanay mo. Ito ba? Nanay gulo lang ang may partner dito na senior So maganda po na kahit na centenarian na, nakabuti kayo ng 100, para pa rin kayo magbarkada. Nag-fishball pa rin kayo. Diba? Ay, what's the name now? Nag-fishball pa rin kayo. Nagsusubuan pa rin kayo ng nalimutan ko kustis ko. Ako nang umuya. Sobra naman. So friendship is a key ingredient of friendship is a good ingredient of a good marriage. Marry your best friend. If you find somebody na nasa edad na kayo, at gusto na mag-asawa, wala naman pong dahilan para hindi kayo mag-asawa. Ako, pabor ako sa short engagement. The soonest that you can make it, the better. The longer you prolong it, the more that it becomes dangerous and difficult for you. Kaya kung ready na kayo mag-asawa, you got that enough maturity and financial capability, mature na kayo both physically and mentally, bakit pinatatagal pa? Hindi ko na dapat pinapatagal. The sooner you can have wedding. Alam niyo po, ang society natin ngayon, sana di tayo nakahawa sa society natin. I do not know their own personal agenda. Pero marami ngayon, nauuso na yung Spartan life na okay lang ako at mag-isa ako, kahit tumanda ako, okay na. Kaya ko yan. Importante, stable ako. Kaso lang po, mayroong mga blessing ang Panginoon sa marriage life. And for one thing, biological clock is ticking. Is that right? biological clock is ticking. Hindi mo natigil ang orasan ng inyong katawan. Hindi mo sa lahat ng panahon, you will be capable of bearing a child. Is that right? So, bakit pinatatagal ba? So, Mary, your best friend. Another purpose is picture. The purpose of picturing the Christ, church, relationship. Ephesians 5. I speak concerning the church, sabi ni Apostle Paul. But let every one of you, in particular, love his husband, and the woman, she, the wife, see that she reverence her husband. But I speak concerning the Lord and his church. So in marriage, God pictures the relationship of Christ to his church. And another reason is for the purpose of purity. To keep ourselves from committing immorality. Meaning, you have a legitimate way of meeting the need or the physical need of your spouse. Marriage is a legitimate way to meet the need of your spouse, thereby keeping yourselves from immorality, of committing that outside of wedlock, or out of wedlock. So celibacy is good, but it is not being superior to marriage, and it has its dangers, temptations that marriage does not have. Meron siya mga dangers na sa mga married, medyo medyo bawas ng konti. Because I'm also aware that even home marriage, nangyayari pa rin yan, pero mas safe ang mga married. Okay? So simply, Apostle Paul stresses the reality of what? Sexual temptations of singleness. Totoo, may katotohanan, realidad, ang tentasyon sa mga single. But if they are married, they have a legitimate outlet through marriage. Third answer of Apostle Paul, celibacy is wrong. For verses 3 to 5. Celibacy is wrong for mali ang celibacy sa mga may asawa. Ano yung celibacy sa mga asawa? Mag-asawa kayo na you totally abstain. When you are married and you totally abstain from the physical act of marriage, it is wrong. And according to Paul, you are dishonoring God because you dishonor marriage that He ordains. Patungkol siya ng pag-dishonor sa Panginoon dahil hindi natin din ino-honor ang marriage. Part yan ng marriage. Kabahagi yan. It is an expression of love on a deep level. The act of marriage is an expression of love in a deep level. Malalim na level or degree of expression of love ang physical act of marriage. So, celibacy is wrong. And the reason is what? Obvious. Obvious naman ang dahilan. Diba? Mag-asawa ko yun. Part yan ng buhay ng mag-asawa. And because the Corinthian believers had an erroneous belief or view of spirituality, akala nila by being celibate or abstaining from the physical act of marriage, they would become spiritually superior. Akala nila, ano kaya, divorce ano ito? O kaya, wag na lang gawin niya kahit may asawa ko. Hindi ko siya iiwan, pero wala na lang yan so that we may be able to devote ourselves wholly to God. Apparently, one reason is because of the immorality na kanilang na-experience in their past kung sila pa yung mga unbelievers pa. Napakarumi, napakasama. Ngayon, Kristiyano na ako, hindi ito dapat. Lalo pa kung asawa ko unsafe. So, wala na lang kaya yan. So, they ask Paul concerning that matter. Some overzealous husbands or wives even went to the point of separating themselves apart wholly for God, that they denied their partners their responsibility. Dinenay na nila sa kanilang asawa or nineglect na nila ang kanilang obligasyon sa kanilang asawa to meet their physical needs. And such deprivations probably was very common doon sa mga marriages na ang isa Kristiyano, ang isa hindi. Mas common yan sa mga Corinthians, especially doon sa mga naligtas sila, pero ang asawa nila ay hindi pa. Kaya ayaw na nila gawin yung physical act of marriage dahil unbeliever ang kanilang asawa. Okay? But according to Paul, each should fulfill his duty whether or not the one is unbeliever or not. According to Apostle Paul, can believer o unbeliever ang asawa mo, fulfill your duty. The physical act of marriage is not only designed by God, it is commanded by God. It is an emphatic command from God. Command po ng Panginoon yan. And failure to submit, tandaan po natin, ang asawa, ang may authority sa katawan mo ay ang partner mo. Hindi ikaw ang may authority sa katawan mo. Yung asawa mo ang may authority. So if you will fail to submit to the authority of your spouse, you are committing sin against God. You dishonor God because you dishonor marriage unless there are valid reasons. Maliban na lang kung meron mga valid na reason. Husband, pwede magmuna ngayon. For this reason. Kailangan meron valid reason. Kaya kung ayaw mo dahil lang sa ayaw mo, o dahil masama loob mo, outside ako lang buka muna. May kasalanan ka sa akin, outside ako lang buka muna. Mali po yan mga kapatid. Dahil, according to the Bible, you no longer have power over your own body. Ang merong power sa katawan mo ay ang iyong asawa. Are you comfortable about this? O parang hindi mo yata matanggap yan Naman araw-araw, mga sabihin niya. Mr. So God holds it proper and obligatory and a privilege and a pleasure and a responsibility. Take a look at verse 4. 1 Corinthians 7:4. The wife hath not power. The Greek word is exousiaze, which means have authority. Authority over a spouse's body. At yung authority na yan, it is continuous and lasts throughout marriage. Ang authority ng asawa mo, nagtatagal yan hanggang sa kabuuan ng inyong marriage. Mananatili ang authority ng partner mo, ng asawa mo, hanggat kayo ay nabubuhay. Yan ang meaning ng Greek word na exousiaze or have authority in your spouse's body. and that authority will continually last for as long as your marriage lasts. Hanggang nagtatagal ang inyong marriage. So sexual expression in marriage is not an option. The physical act of marriage is not an option, nor an extra, dahil kailangan nyo lang na magkaanak. O sige, gawin natin kasi kailangan na natin magkaanak. Yun lang ba ang purpose of marriage? It is not an extra, nor it is not an option. God created it to be an expression and experience of love on the deepest human level, and to be beautiful, powerful bond between husband and wife. It is a beautiful and powerful bond between husband and wife. God intends for marriage to be permanent, and His plan did not allow for divorce or celibacy. Ang plano ng Diyos, ang marriage is to be permanent, and there's no place for divorce nor for celibacy. Ano yung celibacy? Pag mag-asawa kayo, yung ayaw mo nang gawin ang physical act of marriage. Pag humiling ang partner mo, wala kang magagawa unless there are valid reasons. Why? Hindi ikaw may authority sa katawan mo. God says that. Nasa mo yung asawa ko? So, Christians are not to forsake unbelieving spouses. Kung mo unsaved ang asawa mo, take a look at verse 12. 12 to 17. But to the rest, speak I, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, and if he please to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God hath called us to peace. Up to 17. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? But as God hath distributed to every man, as the Lord hath called everyone, so let him walk, and so ordain I in all churches. So what Paul is saying here is, do not neglect your spouse if he is or she is unbeliever. Hindi dahilan yung unsaved siya. Kaya, hindi ko na siya pabayaan. Sabi ng Apostle Paul, if your partner wishes to stay, do not put her away. Do not divorce your partner. And don't neglect your duty to your spouse, if she is believer or not. Now, balikan natin yung 12. Makasabihin natin, hindi naman ang Panginoon nagsabi, si Paul lang. Napansin niyo ba yun? Verse 12. But to the rest, speak I, not the Lord. So, ito bang sinasabi ni Paul, si Paul lang ang nagsasabi? O ang Panginoon din, hindi na sinasabi? Palagay niyo po. Balikan niyo, verse 12. Basahin niyo. Yan ba nagagaling lang kay Paul at hindi sa Panginoon? Yan ba opinion lamang ni Paul? Talagay niyo, si Paul lang naman nagsabi niya, hindi naman Panginoon niya. Sabi niya, not the Lord. Kaya optional lang yan. Pwede hindi din. What do you think? Is that inspired or not?
Inspired na yan eh.
Yan ba dapat sundin o hindi? Alam niyo po yung sinasabi ni Paul na ang sinasabi niya na, to the rest I speak I, not the Lord. Ang sinasabi niya na not the Lord, he is not directly quoting the Lord. There is no part in the Bible that directly says, or the Lord directly instructs concerning this matter. Yun lang ang sinasabi ni Paul. Wala akong kino-quote. Although merong part na nabanggit din si Paul as answer na kino-quote niya ang Panginoon. I'm quoting the Lord on this. Pero yung part nito, I'm not quoting the Lord because you can never find it in the Bible that the Lord directly tackles on this matter. But it doesn't mean na the Lord does not think it that way. Hindi nangangahulugan na hindi ganyan ang iniisip ng Diyos. Dahil lahat ng sinasabi ni Apostle, actually, there are 4 instances in this chapter alone na sinasabi ni Paul na ang kanyang opinion ay hindi galing sa kanya. Although, I am not quoting the Lord, but I am under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. Sabi ni Paul, I have the Spirit of God. So itong sinasabi ni Paul yung kanyang in-advise, this is also under the direction and under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. So do not take a notion or a reasoning na optional lang ito kasi hindi naman ito sa Panginoon eh. Sinasabi lang ni Paul, I'm not quoting directly the direct statement of the Lord on this matter. But it doesn't mean the Lord of the Bible does not teach it na ganito yan. Nakuha po niyan ganito, nakuha niyo? Because there are parts in Paul's answer na he is directly quoting the Lord. Pero meron siya mga sagot na though he is not directly quoting the Lord, pero yun din ang isip ng Diyos. Yun din ang isip ng Biblia. Yun din ang turo ng Biblia. Yun din ang turo ng Banal na Espiritu. Dahil sabi ni Paul, nung sinusulat ko ito, I am under the direction of the Holy Spirit. I am under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. So Christians are not to forsake unbelieving spouses, nor sexually deprive them. And then, the act of marriage is an emphatic command, God ordained and commanded. The only exception is what? Both mutual and temporary. Ang exception for the act of marriage is when 2 parties agree na wag muna. But the reasons at yung kung paano po ito gagawin must be agreed in advance. There must be a valid reason. There must be a need for it and a valid reason. And kailangan mapag-agreehan in advance. And one reason cited by Apostle Paul is what? A need for intense prayer. When there is a need for intense prayer, and there is a need for undivided attention, na kailangan po na ninyo yung undivided attention, and a need for prayer, and even a great need for forgiveness. When there is a great need for forgiveness, as what happened in the Old Testament, na kailangan nyo ng kapatawaran, pwede ba lumabas-labas po na kayo sa inyong mga kwarto, kayong mga nag-honeymoon, there is a great need for forgiveness. Iwanan niyo muna yung ginagawa ninyo sa inyong honeymoon. Tigilan niyo muna yan. Because this nation needs deeply forgiveness from God. Abstain muna kayo. And when the people of Israel are about to face God in Mount Sinai, in Exodus chapter 19, when the Lord was about to speak to them directly, especially to Moses, at naririnig yan ng mga Israelites. Ang command sa kanila ng Panginoon, prepare yourselves, wash your clothes, and abstain from any act of marriage for about 3 days. 3 araw na wala mo ng physical act of marriage. Maligo kayo, labanin niyo yung mga damit dahil haharap kayo sa Panginoon. So meron po mga rason minsan kung bakit hindi pwede. Whether medically, psychologically, spiritually. Pero sabi ni Paul, when that is over, pag natapos na yan, normal relations of couples must resume. And Paul gave us the reason. The reason is explicit. The reason is Satan's temptation. Because of temptation. Sometimes God would put a great burden. Minsan ang Diyos maglalagay ng burden sa babae o minsan sa lalaki na kailangan minsan mag-pray. Maaari na isang mahal sa buhay, may sakit, o nasa isang mabigat na sitwasyon o may mabigat na karamdaman na kailangan mo ang fervent and concentrated prayer na pag nahumiling ang mister mo, pwede bang wag mo na ngayon? Meron akong mabigat na dinadala. Or vice versa, ang lalaki naman ang may mabigat na dinadala at pag humiling ang misis, pwede bang for ano na lang, ibang panahon. Sa ibang panahon na lang because I am now in a deep burden and I need undivided attention, concentrated prayer right now. Baka gusto pa rin akong tulungan. But when that period is over, pagkalampasan na yan, normal marital relations must resume. Because Apostle Paul says, temptations may become very strong after that. That we fall not to the temptation of Satan. After the period of concentrated prayer, normal desires and temptation returns, and often with greater intensity. Kalimitan, pag bumalik yan, pagkatapos ng intense prayer, or period of abstinence, the drive or even the temptation sometimes comes with greater intensity. And another reason, Christians can be especially vulnerable after victories, after mountaintop experience. Alam niyo ba yun yung trend sa Bible na after victory, napaka-vulnerable na mga Kristiyano. David, when he was a king, he fell into immorality. Not when, during the time when he was a fugitive. Nung siya'y naghihirap, persecuted, he was victorious. But after his battles, siya po'y matagumpay na, he became very vulnerable and he committed two serious sins. Sin of murder and sin of adultery. Sa book of Judges, Israel committed what? Cycles. Cycles of discipline. And often, kalimitan yung kanilang downfall were after victory. Karaniwan ang kanilang pinakahulog sa kasalanan matapos ang kanilang tagumpay. After they are victorious over their enemies, immediately follows what? Laxity, pagiging relax. Kahit naman sa gera, di ba? Pagkatapos sa tigmahan, habang sundalo, ano ginagawa sa baril? Ilalapat na, tahan natin yung duyan, itatali, at kailan napatay si Usman? Di ba nalaman ni Pacquiao? Ano ginawa niya? Tumiga sa duyan, binaba ang armas. Kung dinapatay siya ng mga bounty hunters. Ano meron siya? Military asset eh. O mga kasama na rin. Dalawa nag-aaway yan eh. Mga kasama na rin or mga infiltrators o military agents. So, maraming claimants sa price. Sa bounty. How much? $1 million. Sa peso, magkano yan? 43 million pesos. Sino hindi mag-aangat yan? Diba? Eh, sa mga kasalanan niya, pwede na dapat pa kayo. Okay? So, kailan di binababa ang ating God? Kailan tayo nagiging relax? Diba, pag feeling mo all is well. Pag ang boxer comfortable, parang kaya-kaya na yung kalaban niya. Diba, sabi ng boxing rule, protect yourself at all times. Pero dahil kaya-kaya niya, minsan, pinababa pa niya kamay niya, gaganyan-ganyan naman. Ganun-ganun pa. Karaniwan doon bumabagsak ang mga magagaling. When they are overconfident or after their victories. So yung inyong prayer, long periods of prayer can be your mountaintop experience. But after that, Christians can become very vulnerable. Because normal desires return, temptations return, and sometimes with greater intensity. Okay? So, when our defenses sometimes are up to be down, temptations or pride may be up. Kapag nagtagumpay tayo, yung ating pag-iingat na mabawasan at ang ating pride medyo tumataas dahil sa tagumpay. Nararamdaman mo ba natin yan? Na kapag nagtagumpay tayo minsan, nakaka-feel tayo ng pride at nagiging less prayerful, nagiging less vigilant ang Christian. Another answer by Apostle Paul, and this will be the last. Celibacy is a gift. Hindi po lahat nabiyayaan niya. Verses 6 to 7. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man hath his proper gift of God, one after this manner, and another after that manner. So for some people, they can contain being celibate. Kaya lang, like in the case of Anna. But for some, hindi nila kakayanin na wala silang partner sa buhay nila. Dahil ang pagiging celibate is a gift. So kung wala ka niyan, huwag mong i-assume. Pero kung meron ka, you're not committing sin if you want to be a celibate. It is a gift from God. Regalo po ng Panginoon yan. So Paul was aware of its advantages of being celibate and also of its disadvantages. Pero isipin po lamang natin mga kapatid, ang ating pong spirituality is not determined by marital status. It doesn't mean you are celibate, you are more spiritual or more acceptable to God. Or you are superior than the married ones. Hindi rin po nangangahulugan may asawa ka, mas superior ka sa mga walang asawa. Sinasabi ng Apostle Paul, temptations are real, especially for singles. It has its temptations. It has its advantages and disadvantages. If God gave you that gift, go on for it. If not, get married. Be celibate. You are not committing sin. It is good for you. But if you want to be married, it is also good. You are not committing sin. Ang mahalaga, kahit di malayo sa immorality, and we can devote ourselves in the service of God and in the advance of His kingdom. Ano po yung isang advantage sa single? If you want to serve the Lord. Wala kang alalahanin sa schedule. Walang baggage. You know why? Ang sabi ng Apostle Paul, especially at the present distress. Sabi niya, if I were you, kung kakayanin ninyo, I would that all of you would remain unmarried or widow or divorced at huwag na mag-asawa uli na kagaya ko, which gives a hint that Apostle Paul was once married. Nagbibigay yan ng idea na si Apostle Paul, dati may asawa. Probably he was a widower. Sabi niya, if I were you, kung kakayanin ninyo, and God gave you that gift, manatili na lang kayong widow or divorced at married na, di ba asawa? Especially at this present distress. Alam niyo po ang present distress? Christians are under persecution at the time, under the reign of Domitian. Kung meron kang anak, meron kang asawa, tinotorture ang asawa mo sa harapan mo, tinotorture ang anak mo, o yung pamilya mo, tinatangay sa harapan mo. Di ba ang hirap dalhin yan? Sabi ni Paul, I want to save you from the sufferings or from this present distress. Pero tayo naman, wala tayo ngayong ganyang sitwasyon. Except the temptation sa immorality. Pero kung binigay sa inyo ng Panginoon ng gift, nag-give of celibacy, walang masama yan. But if you want to get married because you don't have a gift, wala rin po masama. You can worship God. So, nasa sa atin po ang pagbabalansin in its advantages and its disadvantages. Okay? Tumayo? Brother Reggie, close na ito.
Maraming salamat po sa opportunity sa amin po nagtatapin po mga marriages, singleness po sa amin po Panginoon. Sana po Panginoon, kami po magtutulong po Panginoon, matay po namin sa araw-araw po Panginoon, especially po sa mga married couples. Lalo po yung mga sa couple Panginoon, reputation po Panginoon ay napakalakas. Kaya po namin Lord, ang mga hapon po, in-search po namin sa ating Panginoon ay habang po kami Panginoon, patuloy po sa inyo, pero sa amin lang namin, sa amin si Jesus.
Amen. Ano po? Balik po tayo ng alauna. Ang verse po natin, anger.